shower. Handsome as ever. How would it feel to be a daddy of 3?
I'm tired. Sit up. Prim and proper.
Okay. We're what? Almost 3 months in now? 2 months. No, two and a half.
Whoa! Look at this big boy. Yeah! You want milk?
2.5.
Yeah, it's pretty much right on 2.5.
2.5.
Literally almost 2.5.
So where are we now, folks? Where are we now?
A little grayer, a little older,
More tired.
more tired.
But we're good.
Y is for yellow.
Yay! Yellow!
Yellow.
We're at now, I feel like Deaven is such a little blessing. Like, he's such a lovable boy. He's definitely a mama's boy still.
Here we are.
I would highly recommend understanding what their sleep habits were like and what helped them sleep, to try to incorporate that to help them as they're transitioning to their new home. So that's something we kind of recommend, and it's been helping for us. I mean, we're no experts or anything, but that's just something that we feel has helped big time. Another big thing too, I think, is giving them a good night snack before they go to bed.
I figure out what works, what doesn't work. Because like any kid with sleep, you know, our other two, our daughters, it was the same way for them until we found, all right, this is the formula for Delilah. This is the formula for Bianca. Now for Deaven, you know, we're kind of like the mad scientist trying to figure out what his formula is.
Good morning, my baby. Did you sleep good? Yes, you did. Want your milk? You want your milk? Milk?
A month ago, we had an ice storm come through, and it was one of the worst ones we've had in a while. And so the ice storm, everybody lost power. We were one of the last ones to get power turned on. We were out of power for over 2 days. So we were scrambling to go to Walmart to get flashlights and everything we possibly could.
After the ice storm, then our family got hit with a big stomach bug.
And then we got a respiratory bug. And we all got hit with that pretty bad. He had a pretty significant cough. I think we've gone 2 days now of everyone being healthy, and my gosh, it was sleep the last 3 weeks has been brutal.
Like between the electricity going out, the GI bug, and then the respiratory virus that we had, all that happened in a sequence. So our family, I felt like, got hit. Evan transitioning, that kind of, I felt, regressed his behavior, where he was very much, the regression is something that we were taught, we were educated about. But when he got home, he was talking more, he was smiling, he was doing great. And then during, again, that whole difficult period, we noticed that he started to withdraw a little bit more. He stopped talking as much. He would babble a little bit more, wasn't eating as much.
He would be sitting there and just kind of randomly, you'd see him just like his mannerisms change and his expression change. And he'd focus on his hands and you could tell he was thinking, and then, you know, just kind of tears would well up and he'd start crying. And then after bath, we always rub lotion on him and kind of give him a little bit of massage. And for a few days there, he would just start crying on the bed. So we're trying to figure out, like, there clearly was moments where I think where his Oma would do things that like is ingrained in his brain as a part of like the comfort and routine that she established, and it's almost like this rift would happen. Like he would remember it and it'd make him sad and he'd grieve. It wouldn't be like, you know, inconsolable for hours. It would be like a stretch of a couple minutes where he'd cry it out and then he'd be good. But definitely the grief, at first we didn't see it as much, setting in more in this second and third month.
And it shouldn't always just be on one parent. Like, so parents when you're adopting is even though you see that the child is more attached and find comfort in one of the parents, to still try to make those baby steps in.
He now randomly with his arms up wanted me to pick him up
So cute.
and stuff, and so that obviously warms my heart.
Remember
Yeah.
to fill your cup and so that you can
Oh, yeah.
pour out to your children and your husband.
I had though too with the self-care, like, man, there's been times where like even Deanna and I, we can see in each other like, okay, do you need an hour for yourself? I'll take an hour for myself. And that's, honestly, it's, even if it's an hour, recharging your battery, it goes a long way. Because mentally, this process can be very exhausting. Physically, it can be exhausting. And then you throw sick kids in the mix, like it's a lot. But recognize it does get better. It does get easier over time. You have to do your best to still be unified.
Be a team.